So we're gonna go see Hanson. We need to get some DEF first, but then hopefully we're gonna try to get Hanson to buy us lunch. We're going to go pick up Hannah and Gus. We're gonna take a tour of the flight school, Top Golf, and then we're gonna go find some food. And you and I off to Glendale. Here we go. We have had some great experiences, and probably one of the best experiences is all the lessons I've learned on hotels. Well, when we started this trip, Dave made this great premise that we should not book a hotel room. We should just show up and negotiate. It worked so well the very first time, right?
Yeah, it worked extremely well. So we showed up, walk-up rate that was significantly better.
So the whole purpose of this trip was the auction, to get the Jeepster down to auction.
A couple of observations that I have are, number one, in the case of this auction, we did better than I thought we were going to do, but we came nowhere close to where we had hoped we would do. There were a couple of cars right before us that claimed in their description they had lots of money wrapped up in these things.
We go down to the front. Our car's third in line. We go up right up to the auctioneer. We're standing right by him, and the very first thing they do is what?
There's a guy that finds me that was looking for me and my name, and he's like, "Oh, there you are." It was like kind of unorganized, and we're asking some other helpers there that are obviously temps, like, where do we go? Where do we stand? What do we do? And they're like, "Hey man, you just stand here the whole time. Just go where you want to go, whatever." And we're just like, I was kind of confused at that. But then finally, a real guy came up and said, "Hey, oh, there you are. You're going to stay with me this whole process. And by the way, do you want to go ahead and lower your price right now?"
The reverse auction begins right now. He's already dickering us down.
Yeah.
Because we had a reserve on it. The reserve is the minimum bid we'll take. Worked out great. It was a fun experience, but fast. Holy cow, that was nuts. Okay, lots of adventures on this trip. None better than when we went to, what city again?
Kingman,
Arizona. Don't forget Winoma. This wonderful, wonderful town. Primary occupation is meth dealing. And a perfect example of this is late last night. We're driving north, and we need to make a pit stop, get some food. We haven't eaten all day, and so we pull in to, it's like a little tiny strip mall-esque type thing. Really looking for Popeye's chicken, if you can believe it, in Kingman, Arizona. But we can't get there because of the traffic pattern, so we stay at Wendy's. Well, what a great time to unload the truck. What a great time to clean up and make sure your campsite's doing well. So I unload all the trash and gather it together. And I'm walking over to the dumpsters over there with a whole armful of trash. And just as I go to throw it in, a human head pops up. Scares me to death. Oh! And I say, hey, how are you? The guy in the dumpster, living in the dumpster, says, well, hello.
I can only imagine that this dude was dumpster diving for aluminum cans.
I don't know, it was windy. Maybe he was hiding from the wind. Yeah.
I mean, maybe he wanted, some leftover Wendy's food that got thrown in there. It was the freakiest thing in the world. And then,
awesome.
And then we go walk over to the Wendy's, and everybody that was in there, including the workers, were pretty much looking the same as this character.
Looked like they all just came out of the same dumpster. Big adventure on this trip was going down to the 747 Boneyard. What do you know about that?
Well, it's located south of Phoenix, almost to Tucson. It's in a little town called Marana. Actually, it's past Marana, I think. No, it's Marana because they've got a public airport down there.
Yep,
and then they have this private airport that literally, as Patrick says, is a boneyard.
It's like the Hotel California for airplanes.
Yeah.
You can check in, but you're never checking out.
That's true.
So they fly these big jets down there, and they range from commuter planes, not little tiny things, but kind of the Skywest. CRJs, thank you.
CRJs.
To the giant 777s, you'll see those down there.
And the 47s too.
So we'll insert some clips of that right here. But super cool. They go in there and they're either rotting or people are scavenging them, and that's what we're doing down there. Is we're scavenging them,
getting parts, taking parts off, valuable parts, and sometimes you find parts that you didn't know were that valuable, and yet there's a market for them. And Dave Hansen figures that out,
and we figured it out this time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, a little
bit.
We
figured it out.
Yeah, sure, we can do this.
We're hauling stuff back.
Oh yeah.
We brought some parts.
We are hauling some really cool things back. Did we get a picture of those?
We got a picture of us loading them, so we'll see how that plays out.
And the other part that was cool about this is that we were able to take Hannah and Gus Easton down there and let them see the boneyard. Since Easton is in pilot school, this is right up his alley. I think he was pretty fascinated. Hannah was loving every minute of it.
You just don't get to go touch a 747-400 frequently.
No, in fact,
once in a lifetime opportunity that we've done twice.
Yeah, and in fact, it's really cool because you're underneath the plane. How many people can say they've been underneath a 747? And they have they just have ladders that are going up into the plane, and you can go up past the gears, and then you're in that lower, cargo portion. But you can see up all the way to the top, and you're looking up there going, holy cow, how immense are these things? And they must be 50 feet tall.
For sure. It always reminds me of that Star Wars scene where those little sand people are scavenging stuff. That's kind of what we were doing there.
Yes, no doubt.
We're the sand people.
Very cool.